This is a Fisher-Price Alpha probe from the Adventure People line that they had back in the 70s and 80s. I got this at a thrift shop, and in the thrift shop they also had some Coleco Starcom toys, but I obviously preferred this, so of course I got this instead. They were the same price, so I could have gotten either one, whichever one I preferred, and I got this. This is a really cool space shuttle type toy, and it's so late 70s looking. I will show the features of it if I can, although it is quite large. I'm having trouble fitting it in the shot, but I will attempt to. It has these opening doors here, and inside you have this small little pod type thing, and inside you have one of the two figures that came with this set back in 1979. They come with a very nice looking helmet. You can see this is a male figure. This set features a male and female. Unfortunately, a lot of the chrome details often rub off because you'll have them sitting up and these pieces will be rubbing off the back of whatever they're sitting in, and obviously that wasn't very good. And another thing you may notice, feet, hands, and this piece around the helmet have a bronze paint, which also often comes off. They also have a print on one shoulder, which is like an Atom logo, as you can see there. There's some marks on their legs that I was unable to get off. I did wash this, it was pretty dirty when I got it. So that is one of the figures. So you may be wondering, this thing looks really small. Well, you're actually able to, if I can do this without messing everything, take off the back of the actual ship and you can put it on the back of the small ship. There's one piece I'm missing to this. You may notice a few holes around the ship. There's one there, one there, one in the bottom of this, and the figures also have them on their backs. There's actually a tube that you're able to like stick into these holes, so this way you can have this thing up here attached with a tube like that, but I'm missing that piece, unfortunately. Another thing you're able to do with this is when it's stored in here, you can fold it back like this into a takeoff position, I suppose. So now I'll get on to the next figure. You slide this thing back and then you have access to the other figure. This figure is the female. As you can tell, they have a different head. Basically everything else is the same except their head and this arm. This arm is just slightly different. There are many variations of this set, by the way. Sometimes you can get this with reverse colors, so this piece would be that color and this piece would be white instead. And sometimes you can get this woman and she would have brown hair or black hair. I'm not sure if there's like a very rare version. I'll take away the figures for now so I can show the actual ship without dropping them. Another thing you're able to do with this little pod is you can lock the doors, because otherwise they just flap open and that's not very good, is it? I'll move the pod away for now. I think I've shown basically everything you can do with the pod, well, except for the tube, which I don't have. Here's the front. It has this Atari, upside down Atari logo looking sticker. So late 70s. And the other side, it just says Alpha Probe in chrome there. And here are the buttons which you can use to activate the features. The features would be listed there next to the button. Not that they're very obvious, at least. Like, what does this mean? What does this mean? What does this mean? It means nothing to me. They're just drawings. And I will show the back now, even though the back is, well, I basically already showed it with the little pod. So you can see it has the blue jet thing, and you might be able to see, but behind the blue jet is the little holes for the speaker. There are lights on either side as well, so I will get a battery and put it in, although it is really, really loud. So I don't know if I should actually demonstrate what this thing is able to do or not. Another thing I should mention, another piece I'm missing actually, whoops, is the battery flap. That is not good. Anyways, on the bottom it just says, copyright 1979, Fisher-Price Toys, division of the Quaker Oats Company. And it has a bunch of like little plastic details. Also 3 wheels, which you can use to roll it along. I don't know if I should get a battery. I'll get a battery and I'll just demonstrate the lights, because the other features are really loud and often don't work. I've put a battery in it, so I hope that everything goes to plan. I've forgotten which one is for the lights. Oops, I dropped the battery out. Yeah, I'll make sure that the connections are okay. Well, that's not good now, is it? Okay, there's the... Alright, let's hope this works. Mad levels of loud. So what one did I press there? Press that one. I'll press this one now. I have absolutely no idea what that's meant to be. I'll press this one. And there's the lights flashing. You can hardly see it on the camera, unfortunately. Anyways, that's all the features that I have to show for this. I think I've probably annoyed everybody else in the house by playing those, but anyways, that is all. I would like to mention one last thing actually. If you enjoy the stuff that I show on my channel, you can go to my Discord server, which I'll have a link in the description and probably in a comment as well. That's the end of the video.